Good morning, everybody. It is 12 o'clock midnight here in Houston, and you know what we're here for. I told you we were going to do the moral series, and I covered part one of Perseverance 2 days ago. It's been a while since I've been able to complete the next recording, and I'm sorry for the slight delay, but we will pick up where we left off. In the last piece, we covered what Perseverance is, and a couple of quotes on it as well to help a couple of people out. Today, I'm going to show you how to actually use it, and we're going to cover 10 things that can help you, along with some tips that follow. This will bring an end to the Perseverance section, and we'll move on to the next morals like I had promised in the next piece. First off, perseverance is the key to success, okay? After thousands of efforts to make the electric light bulb, Thomas Edison said, "I haven't failed. I've only identified 10,000 ways it doesn't work." Helen Keller, Abraham Lincoln, Mariah Carey, and an endless list of other great achievers have basically found that success inevitably arrives for everyone who perseveres, regardless of how many times they fail. You can't succeed or learn anything from anyone if you're always 100% in everything, or you're always correct. Sometimes you have to fail. Sometimes you have to just lose. It is only then that you actually learn what you don't know. Acquiring a desired job or promotion or succeeding at a business may also present challenges, but this is part of the learning process. Ultimately, individuals who persist become successful, and they learn from their mistakes. So this brings up this question: do you persevere? Or, after meeting rejection or difficulty, do you quit? 50 to 75% of the population nowadays, that's pretty much their response to anything. When a problem comes up, instead of trying to face it head on, they just give up. So, let's do this. Like I said, I was going to cover 10 things. Here are 10 ways to test your perseverance. Ask yourself each one of these questions, or statements rather, and see if you can answer yes to each one of these. I believe in myself. That's the first one. Do you believe in yourself? Well, only you would know the answer to that. 2, I have a clear career goal. While a lot of people will say they do, when I ask them, usually they don't have a response, and it takes them more than 5 seconds to come up with an answer. Exceptions to those who actually know what they want but can't quite figure out how to say it. 3rd, address your limitations. You have to address what your limitations are so you know how far you can go and how far you need to pull back. 4, I bounce back from disappointments. Do you? Or do you sit there and whine and complain like a 2-year-old? Actually, I don't think I can say that anymore. 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, even they're more persistent than adults nowadays. And it's a sad truth. I watch a 5-year-old sit there playing with a block, trying to figure out how to make the square fit in the triangle. And he'll sit there for hours on end until he realizes it doesn't go in there, and try something else. Whereas an adult probably doing the same thing with a bigger, larger scale project will have to bump his head a couple 100,000 times before he realizes, oh wait, this is not a triangle, this is a square, and they don't fit. And with that, it brings up the 5th point. I persist. Do you persist despite everything that's happening to you? If you can answer yes to this, then you're already on a good path moving forward. Picking up with number 6. My family and friends support me in my pursuit of goals. If your family and friends are helping support you, obviously you're moving forward in the right direction, and they can help you in that endeavor. With family and friends to help you persevere, almost anything can become possible. Which brings us to number 7. Can you adapt to change? Or better yet, number 8. Can you focus and complete projects with no issues, despite any issues that come up? Number 9 says, my goals are consistent with my purpose and values. If your goals aren't consistent and they don't match your purpose or what you're aiming for, then while I can possibly say there's no reason in persevering to complete them, it's better to complete what you started, whether or not it's going in the direction that you want it to. Which brings us to number 10. I can take an unpopular stand when I believe I'm right. If you can do that, kind of like how Martin Luther King did before he died, then you can achieve anything. Okay? And with that, I would like you to add your yes scores together. Okay? The higher your score, the more perseverance you tend to have. However, if it's less than 10, or less than 5 at the minimum, I'm going to just say less than 5. That means you still need work. And with that, we're going to go into some tips for persevering. Okay? I covered the 10 things that you need to persevere. Let's cover a few tips real quick. And with that, we're going to finish up this set here for perseverance. You need to clarify your goals. Base it on your purpose, needs, and abilities. Know why you want this goal and how you and others will benefit from it. Okay? Intend to achieve your goal. Outline your goal, strategies, and your timeline. Know the resources that can help you attain it, okay? Including individuals and even the internet. There are plenty of ways to get information on what you're trying to do. Break the goal into small steps, working backwards. Form your desired outcome and attain the date, okay? It's so easy, it's so simple. Maintain optimism while doing this as well. Expect good things. Keep a daily diary of good experiences, okay? Live in the present. Don't dwell in the past. And worry about what might happen. Let go of attachments. The more you attach yourself to something of weaker value, the greater the fear of losing it. You have to focus on things that'll help you move forward, okay? By holding on to the past, you fear losing what you have. And you don't ever want to take that extra step forward. You have to acknowledge your accomplishments as well. Judge these against personal standards of self-improvements. Have the courage of your convictions. Don't change for others or compare yourself with them. And try new experiences. Experiment with new ways of improving a product or service at work or in any other activity. Investigate how successful individuals or teams have achieved similar goals. And this should help you. I'm going to take a short break right quick, and then I'm going to finish this off right here. And with that, it brings us to the next one. You have to care for your mind, body, emotions, and your spirit. You have to schedule quiet times to think and reassess what's going on. Practice stress relievers, such as deep breathing and exercise. I had to wonder how to say that, where it made sense. I thought of it in my head, but it didn't come out like I wanted. Get sufficient sleep, eat healthy, and take time for fun and friends, okay? That's what I want to say. If you're always so worked up on what you're working on that you don't even take a second to take a break, which isn't the same as procrastinating, mind you, you will overwhelm yourself and you will burn out. This is a surefire way to burn out on what you're doing and give up on it altogether, as you no longer even want to see it. It's like working in a pizza place, always being surrounded by pizza. Even after you leave that place, you've been around it so long you can't even stand the smell of it, let alone want to eat it. I'm speaking from experience. On that note, experience yourself living your goal today. Okay, hold your desired outcome firmly in your mind. See it, smell it, touch it, hear it, aspects of your goal. Each morning upon rising, review your goal, repeat the process at night. Okay? And then persist. You have to focus on your goals daily at regular intervals. Ask yourself whether your activities are moving you forward. Because if they're not, then that's not where you need to be. There are plenty of people out there who can help you do this. Life coaches, psychiatrists. Believe it or not, a psychiatrist can help you build up your perseverance. As weird as it is for me to say that, they have their purposes. There are speakers, columnists, hell, even the people you work for can help you as well. It's one of the main things that interviewers are looking for when you're going for a job. They look to see if you have a perseverant type of personality. Because if you can persevere through anything, you can succeed, okay? And that brings a close to my talk on perseverance and how you can use it. We will be covering more morals in the future, like I said. I do believe I've finally settled on one that I'm going to do next. And it's a toss-up between self-control and hate. We'll see where it goes. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for listening.